Hello YouTube divers, this is WaterDive122 and I want to welcome you all to yet another edition of Bands of the Alphabet. Yesterday we talked about my favorite letter D band, and today we are going to be talking about my favorite letter E band, and that is the one, the only, the Eagles. The Eagles have been, kind of an on and off band for me. But overall, they're a really talented band in general, with some of the most iconic musicians in all of rock. Glenn Frey, Joe Walsh, Don Felder, just to name a few. And of course, my favorite album from the Eagles is the 1976 album Hotel California. This album is freaking amazing. I mean, one of the best late 70s rock albums, in my opinion. Then, of course, the title track and the opener of the album is my favorite song from the Eagles. So, just might want to get that one out here. So, yeah. This is a freaking flawless band. Well, I wouldn't say flawless, because they have a crap ton of problems, mainly due to high forms of ego, which can destroy any project at any given time. But of course, the lineup and that was mainly due to the lineup of Hotel California. That was Glenn Frey on vocals and keyboards, Randy Meisner on bass. This was the last album to feature him before Timothy Schmidt joined the band a year later. You have the guitar duo of Joe Walsh and Don Felder, who, on the actual song of Hotel California, actually do one part of the solo, and then another one does another part of the solo. Makes for an amazing experience. And of course, drums by Don Henley. Now, piecing together this lineup for this album was a little bit difficult, especially considering that most of these members were multi-instrumentalists, and the Eagles actually started off as a country rock band. Like, on their first album, they would have like banjo and mandolin. Kind of ahead of its time, I guess. But overall, I rate the Eagles a solid 10 out of 10, and this album is a big reason why. Life in the Fast Lane, which is another big hit off this track. Basically, the first three songs are just absolutely amazing, which are the title track, The New Kid in Town, and Life in the Fast Lane. I just can't get enough of these tracks. Even though I don't really return to the Eagles very often, those three songs are good to come back to. And overall, like I said, they're very talented, since most of all of them are multi-instrumentalists, and they can play different instruments. But of course, ego gets in the way of things, and that's kind of what destroyed this band a little while after this album came out. Basically, in the late 70s, early 80s, this band was a disaster, or at least off of the recording thing. Like, basically, not on the albums themselves, but ego just completely destroyed this band. And now that we've lost Glenn Frey, this band will probably never be the same. And I don't even know if they're still together. They're probably not. But I know Joe Walsh has done some solo stuff. I'm pretty sure some of the other guys have done so as well. Very eager to listen to that one day. So yeah, like I said, the Eagles, solid 10 out of 10 for me. They take the letter E spot. Now we'll go through 3 honorable mentions, like I usually do. So the first honorable mention goes to Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Yes, the the progressive rock supergroup, with Keith Emerson, Greg Lake, and Carl Palmer. And my favorite album of theirs is, of course, the 1973 album Brain Salad Surgery. I mean, for one thing, it has Jerusalem, which is one of the heaviest progressive rock songs of the time. You also have the Carnival 9 Suite, which is just And now we go to the Electric Light Orchestra, or ELO. My favorite album. This is really a band that I've always wanted to get into. They kind of combine like all these electrical stuff, like drum machines and stuff like that and make it like into like a little late 60s, early 70s rock swing type of thing. Of course, my favorite song from them is Mr. Blue Sky, one of the most iconic early 70s rock songs, or it might be 70s rock songs. Um, really great band, really great, really great song, and they most certainly deserve to be in the Hall of Fame, in my opinion. And then my final honorable mention will go to the band Europe. Yep, that classic hair metal band from Sweden. Now, obviously, my favorite album from them is Final Countdown from 1986. Yet another great album from '86. Mainly because, the title track. I know, title track. I know everybody is not really keen on that, but, that was the song that introduced me to Europe, so it kind of holds a special place in my heart, and I absolutely love whoever the vocalist is. I'm not really keen on the lineup of Europe as we speak, but overall, Europe is a freaking amazing band, and I listened to one of their more recent stuffs, and my God, it is heavy, flippin' heavy. Go check out the title track from their 2017 album, their most recent. It's freaking amazing, absolutely amazing. So with that said, the Eagles will take my letter E spot. Tomorrow we'll be going over my favorite band that starts with the letter F. So stay in tune for that. So thank you so much for watching, my fellow YouTube divers. This is WaterDive 122 signing out, ready to dive into more fun on YouTube. Thank you for watching.